Hello everyone, welcome to another Music Talk Tuesday, and today I thought it'd be interesting to dive into some songs that I think are good girl power songs. I did mention in one of my other videos that I did a while back of songs that I thought were really poorly done, that were supposed to be supposed girl power songs. So I thought I would turn it around and talk about the ones that I actually do like, because there are a couple out there. Starting off with Respect by Aretha Franklin. Yes, this one is not only sassy and catchy, but it also has this sort of upbeat nature to it. It basically discusses a woman who sort of expects sort of respect from her man, and in return she gives him various different things, and you'll sort of see that throughout the song. But basically her really underlying premise of the song is that she wants to kind of feel appreciated and feel acknowledged, and a lot of that comes through with respect. I think respect is a very powerful word, and I think a lot of people in general usually like to have a sense of respect for themselves and carry themselves and have at least some kind of dignity. And I think that's really what her entire idea behind the song was just to reflect onto that notion of, look, if you want to be with me, you got to show some respect. R-E-S-B-C-P-C R-E-S-P-E-C-T. So yeah, that's that song though. I think that's really ultimately all I can say about it though, because it's very simple and fairly straightforward, and I don't think it really comes off in a very kind of intimidating way, which is also something that I think really works to the song's advantage. It's just kind of trying to be a little bit like, but not too much of the It just has the right amount of sass for me, so I guess that's why I think it works overall. Second song that I want to briefly mention is I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor, or Gaynor? I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce that last name. Anyways, this is probably her most famous song. I'm not sure if she was a one-hit wonder, but I think this is the only song I'm familiar with that is of hers. But basically, with these powerful vocals that she has, as well as the whole, ironically, even catchy nature to the song, it sort of brings out this interesting dramaticism, because the song is about how she went through a depressing breakup, and sort of how she's trying to kind of pick up the pieces and try to focus on herself and whatnot and all of that. And I think that's something that comes off really well, and I think a lot of people can identify with that, and it comes off rather effectively here. And you sort of see how she sort of looks back into the relationship and realizes how the person that she was with really wasn't treating her with that much, I guess you could even say, respect. So she kind of learns from that and uses it as a means to kind of move forward with her life, and hence you sort of have the title I Will Survive. But it has sort of that disco feel to it as well. I believe this was a song that was made in the 70s, if I'm not mistaken. So you get that in there too, and again, it's catchy and sort of upbeat, but then it has this sort of underlying kind of bits and pieces of sadness. But you see how she sort of tries to lift herself up throughout the song, and it ultimately comes off rather effectively. Next song that I wanted to briefly mention is Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper. Yes, this is one song in particular that has been famous over the years. I find this song to be really enjoyable and catchy and um, just fun. And I think it reflects onto sort of this uh, more general understanding of, in particular, girls just sort of wanting to have their freedom, just being able to kind of just sort of do what they want and sort of enjoy their lives, and sort of, kind of grow up and kind of uh, experience new things. And Cyndi Lauper song sort of embodies that, and it's nice to see um, how it does sound, even instrumentally, like very liberating in a way. Like, and again, it's not designed to be really necessarily all too rebellious so much as is just trying to be kind of fun and cheery and just happy. And I think that's kind of the underlying ideas that she had as far as the song was concerned, because she just wanted to convey that ultimately girls just want to be happy and have time to enjoy themselves and just kind of enjoy life and not feel constrained by other people and figure out their own path and whatnot. So I think that comes off rather effectively in the song, and again, it's one of the more famous, I think, definitely for a reason. Another famous one is Wannabe by Spice Girls. I remember when Spice Girls came out and they were really popular, and this was probably the only song that I would say that I really genuinely remember of theirs. Um, but it's definitely a fun little number. It kind of has a similar sort of tone to Cyndi Lauper's song because it's very energetic. It's also some. It's also important to note that the song, even though it kind of has the same sort of similar premise to Respect. In other words, they're sort of uh, talking to someone that could be their uh, potential lover, and they're sort of saying, so if you want to be my lover, you need to do this, this, this. But it's not like a laundry list of demands and whatnot. It's sort of like, oh, I just want you to be this or that. Um, but it's not like it's a it, it's not designed to, I think, be limiting so much that it is designed to be a way in which they sort of find the right person for themselves. So I think that's kind of what the song was trying to ultimately present. And what also I think works really well is again, they don't sound really demanding throughout the song. They don't sound like, yeah, I'm like in your face, they just sound almost even welcoming, like, yeah, if you want to be my lover, there's this and this, but they do it in such an inviting and kind of and gracious way that, again, it doesn't come off as being as you know as restrictive or as judgmental. So I think again, it's just a catchy number that definitely got a lot of attention, and I think is one of the more enjoyable of the girl power songs. Um, so, last but certainly not least, this one's for the girls by, gosh darn it, I think I forgot to write down exactly what her name was. I think it's Martina McBride, if I'm not mistaken. I know her last name's McBride, but I apologize if I butcher her name. But basically, this one is actually, I don't think, as well recognized, but this is actually a country song, and it basically talks about the different stages sort of within sort of a girl's life. Like, she's in high school and she's going through these kinds of struggles. She's like in her 20s and she's going through this kind of struggles, and she's in sort of her later 40s. This is what she's going through, and it does it in a sort of clever and interesting way that, again, is not really done in a lot of songs that are sort of about this kind of whole kind of yay, happy girl power songs. But also another thing that's I think important to notice is that it offers that kind of inspirational aspect to girls, I guess, to uh, dream big, and this is for all of you who are trying to make something of yourselves and all of that, just trying to kind of be, uplifting in a way. And I think it's overall trying to be sort of a positive message and not necessarily anything really negative at all. And I think it overall works for what it is. I'll be sure to put links below to all of the songs so that you may enjoy them. But yeah, I think that's really ultimately all I can say about all of them. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a pleasant day, week, month, and year. And feel free to let me know if you have any questions, comments, and/or concerns. But until next time, everybody, bye-bye.